Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thank you for joining us, thank you for tuning in, and thank you for clicking on today's video. I know it's been about 2 weeks since I posted a video for you guys, so I figured why not come back with something that all of y'all could use. And I figured it was time anyway. I think the last time I did this video was about 2 years ago. It was during quarantine, but today I'm bringing you all my updated everyday makeup routine. This is the look right here. So if y'all want to see how I achieve this look, then make sure y'all just keep on watching. All right, y'all, so the eyebrows the eyebrows are done. I just had a little mishap with them because I ran out of my pencil while I was doing them, so I had to improvise and put some eyeshadow in or whatever, and I ain't, they okay, but we gonna make it work. If you want to see how I really do my brows, I just did my updated eyebrow routine, so I will leave it up here at the top so y'all can go check that out. But for now, we're going to move on to priming the skin. If y'all see me looking off to the side, I got a mirror right here, but we're gonna prime the skin. And y'all know if y'all don't know, one of my go-to primers is the Benefit, this is a little one, Benefit Professional Primer. Now I've used this one, this is the hydrating one, and then I also have, this one is even smaller. This is the mattifying one. So I switch between both of them. Honestly, I prefer the hydrating one, but we're gonna prime with this and then we'll move on to foundation. Eyebrows look crazy. I ain't used powder to fill in my brows and God knows how long, y'all. I feel like they look weird, but like I said, we're gonna make it work. All right, so now that we prime the skin, we're gonna move on to foundation. And the foundation I've been loving recently is the Il Makiage foundation. This one is the what foundation is this? The Woke Up Like This foundation. I am in the color 170. I will leave the product information, everything down in the description box as always. But let me see. Y'all, I feel like I'm all over the place. So I'm just gonna take a couple pumps on this. Couple pumps on my brush, and we gonna kind of go from there. Now that the foundation is done, I'm gonna go in with concealer, and my favorite concealer right now, which I think I told y'all this in another video, is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I switched between the shades 1.5 and 2. Today I'm going to be using shade 2, but I'm just going to be putting this under my eyes, the middle of my forehead, down the bridge of my nose. And I stopped putting it on my chin because I didn't like how that looked. And I'm breaking out right down there right now anyway, so I really don't want to highlight that at all. So we're just gonna highlight these areas. And I'm almost running out of this. I need some more, but we're gonna make it work. It probably look like I'm putting a lot of concealer on, but in reality, not really. Because even though this is an everyday look, I still want coverage. I still want my coverage. Now I'm gonna start to blend it out with this flat brush here that I use for the concealer under my brows, and then I'll go in with my beauty blender, and then we'll go from there. But I like to use the brush first so I can make sure I keep it as full coverage as possible before going in with that beauty blender. And then I'm gonna take my foundation brush and go around the edges of the concealer just so it blends in a little bit better, so there's no like harsh lines or anything. Your girl's skin is going through it right now, so I'm really trying to make sure I keep as much coverage as possible. So I've been using the beauty blender dry. I've been liking it dry recently just because I feel like since it isn't wet, it's not going to soak up as much of your product, so it still keeps most of the coverage as opposed to when you wet it. So I'm just going to blend this out just a little bit with that. And then I like to take whatever concealer is left and pull it across my eyelids as well, because this will kind of act like a base for whatever shadows we put down. And as y'all can see, that side compared to this side. So now that the concealer is blended out, you definitely want to make sure you set it. I'm going to be setting it with my absolute favorite powder of all time, which is the Laura Mercier translucent powder. So I'm just going to take that same beauty blender. I poured a little bit of the powder in the cap. I'm gonna take that same beauty blender sponge and I'm gonna dip it in there, and then I'm gonna set all the areas that we just put the concealer. I know I'm looking crazy, but you gotta trust the process. Trust the process. Those areas I set, I'm gonna dust away. I did put a little bit on my chin just because I do tend to get oily right there, so I'm gonna brush that away. I'm gonna brush the forehead away, and I'm gonna dust part of my under eyes away, but not the full thing. The areas that's closest to my nose, I'm gonna leave those for now, and then we're gonna go into like bronzing up the skin. So for bronzer, I absolutely love the Anastasia, I don't know if y'all can see it, Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer, and this is in the darkest shade they have, mahogany. So I'm gonna take that with, let me see, I don't even know what brush this is. I know this is a Morphe and the Jaclyn Hill collab. This is the JH02 brush, and I'm just, you see, I use this all the time. So I'm just gonna dunk that in my bronzer. My bronzer a little bit broken up because she's highly loved, but I'm gonna take that, and you pretty much want to put that, like, you want to give the face dimension. You want to bring some color back to the face once we highlight it. So you pretty much gonna put that in like the hollow areas of the cheeks, around the perimeter of the forehead, the jawline potentially. So I'm going to bronze my skin up. Because this is an everyday makeup, I'm not going to carve out like my bronzer contour situation, because usually I would go back into that Laura Mercier and kind of place it underneath here to like really make it sharp and crisp. This is just our everyday look, so I'm going to leave it like this. I'm still going to take that same bronzer though, and I'm going to take more of like a fluffy blending brush, and we're going to use this as our eyeshadow, just to kind of tie the whole face together, make it look like we put in more effort than we really did. Yeah, just add to the look. So this is what I'm gonna use. So typically I like to start like right here in the socket of my eye, right where like my nose kind of meets my brow bone, just to kind of like really define that. Y'all, this bra is like keep trying to peek up out the shirt. I'm sorry y'all, but yeah, I really like to focus on this area here so we can really get like some definition in this area here. And of course, I'm gonna do the same thing over here. And you could build this up to your liking. Now, this is my everyday look. This might not be everyday to some people. I like more full coverage. To me, it's pretty much like either I'm wearing full glam or nothing. This is my in-between because I can't go more full glam than this. But you know, you can always modify steps, change out products to fit your everyday needs. So this is just mine. But we're gonna concentrate this right here on both sides. And so then from here with that same bronzer, I like to go, if y'all can see, like back here, right in the socket of my eye, and then kind of go up towards where we drug that first color, just so we can leave like that highlight under the arch of the brow out so you can actually see that. So I just kind of drag it out towards the tail of my eyebrow and have it meet to where we put that color in the front. And then you can just build this up to your liking. Sometimes I like to carry this color just on the lid, just to give it a little wash of color. Even though, sorry y'all, even though this is an everyday look, I still like to contour out my nose just a little bit. So I'm still gonna take that same bronzer just so we can still tie everything together, and use that to contour the sides of my nose, which is why I didn't brush off that Laura Mercier powder yet. So I'm just taking this kind of brush here, and I got a little bit of the bronzer on it, and I'm just gonna go on the sides of my nose and contour it out. Y'all can see that. And then I like to bring it into what we did earlier with the eyeshadow, because it's literally the same powder. And I'm just gonna drag that up. And then we're gonna do the same thing to this side as well. Y'all can see that. Because I left that powder on there, I'm gonna brush that off, and it kind of helps so the lines aren't as harsh on the nose. It kind of helps tone it down some. So now we're gonna move into blush. So for blush, I have really been liking this Ofra Cosmetics blush. I don't know if y'all can see that. This Ofra Cosmetics blush, what color is this? It's called Blush Chameleon. So you can pop these out and put them in kits, but I'll just leave it here. I'm just gonna take this big fluffy brush. This is like my go-to blush at the moment. And we're just gonna pop this like on the apples of our cheeks and back up into where we bronzed our skin up. I like to add a little bit more blush because blush tends to be like the first part of your makeup that fades throughout the day. And I just like that flush, that rosy color that blush gives the skin. So I'm just gonna pack this on. I know it looks like I'm putting on a lot. You can put on your desired amount, but I really like how blush adds color to the cheeks. Okay, that should be enough. So from here, I don't really like highlighter too much nowadays because I do have a little bit of texture to my skin because my skin is going through it right now. Your girl been having breakouts. So I only highlight like the tip of my nose, bridge of my nose, and maybe a little bit on the forehead. I don't really put highlighter on the tops of my cheeks anymore, at least right now. And then my skin is oily anyway, so once my oils start peeking through, it's gonna look like I have a natural glow anyway. So I'm gonna take, y'all have seen this palette, I'm gonna take this shade here out of the Black Radiance complexion palette, and that's the one I'm gonna use just to pop a little bit of glow, like on the, like I said, the tip of my nose. and then down the bridge of my nose, so we can just like emphasize that contour a little bit. And then I'm gonna put a little bit on the forehead, just a little bit. And then that's all we're gonna do for highlighter. Off camera, I did apply some mascara. The mascara I use is the Benefit They're Real Magnet Mascara. I love this mascara. Y'all can see how good that is, because typically when I do this look, I'm on the go, so I don't have time to put lashes on. So I just pop this mascara on, and I feel like it does pretty well. Then lastly, I just like to throw on a clear gloss because I love the color of my natural lips. So you can use any clear gloss, but for gloss, I'm just gonna use the e.l.f. lip lacquer, and we're just gonna pop some of this on real quick. All right, y'all, so this is the finished look, and we're just gonna close out the video. All right, so this is the end of the video. I really hope you all enjoyed how this look turned out, because I enjoyed sharing this with you all. If y'all liked the video, please make sure y'all give it a fat thumbs up. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button down below to join the ALB family, because where else would you want to be? Also, don't forget to hit that bell notification as well, so you never miss when I post another video. And two, I would like for you all to comment down below video suggestions for Halloween makeup, because I always say every year I'm gonna do like Halloween special effects makeup, all of that, and I never do. So I actually want to do it this year for you guys and see how it goes. I have a couple of looks in mind already, but I want y'all to give me some ideas. So with that being said, I love y'all as always, and until the next video, bye y'all.